The old cemetery was quiet at night, except for the rustle of trees and the occasional cry of an owl. But the groundskeeper had noticed something unusual for weeks. A dog, thin, ragged, with fur clumped from rain, curled up against one particular grave every evening. He would lie there for hours, his head resting on the cold stone, eyes closed as if guarding someone he loved. During the day, he disappeared, scavenging for food, but as soon as dusk arrived, he always returned. Curious, the groundskeeper left scraps of food near the gate. To his surprise, the dog never touched them. He only stayed by the grave, loyal and unyielding. Word spread among the townsfolk, and soon children dared each other to visit the ghost dog of Willow Hill Cemetery. Most were too scared to approach. But one teenage boy, Ethan, who had just lost his grandfather, felt drawn to the sight. One night, while visiting the cemetery, he saw the dog shivering in the cold rain, refusing to move from the stone. Ethan whispered, "Who are you waiting for?" The dog slowly lifted his head, his amber eyes meeting Ethan's with an emptiness that made the boy's chest ache. He knew instantly this wasn't just any stray. This was a soul searching for someone it could never find again. Ethan began visiting the cemetery every evening after school. He brought food wrapped in napkins, though the dog always hesitated before eating, as though ashamed to accept kindness. Still, hunger always won, and eventually he ate while keeping one paw pressed against the grave. Ethan named him Guardian, because he never left his watch. Slowly, Guardian warmed to him. He no longer flinched when Ethan reached out a hand. On some nights, he even rested his head against Ethan's shoes. Ethan's parents worried. "Why waste time on a stray in a graveyard?" his father asked. But Ethan's grief was heavy. His grandfather had been his best friend, and he needed Guardian as much as Guardian needed him. The dog became his secret companion. They walked through the gravestones together, Ethan talking about his school, his memories, and the fights at home he didn't tell anyone else. Guardian listened, silent and steady, like an old soul who understood every word. Then one evening, Ethan found a wilted bouquet left on the grave where Guardian slept. He overheard two women nearby whispering, "That was Mrs. Callahan's grave. She passed months ago. That dog used to be hers, never left her side, even in the hospital." Ethan froze. The truth hit him. Guardian wasn't haunting the grave. He was holding on to the last place his owner ever rested. Loyalty beyond life. Tears stung Ethan's eyes. He realized he couldn't let Guardian fade away like the memory he clung to. That night, Ethan returned with a blanket. He sat beside Guardian at the grave, wrapping it around the shivering body. "She's gone," he whispered. "But I'm here. You don't have to stay forever." Guardian looked at him, torn between loyalty and need. For the first time, he allowed himself to be led away from the grave. Ethan's parents resisted at first, but when they saw the bond, they softened. His mother stroked Guardian's matted fur and sighed. "He's been through too much. Let's give him a place to heal." Slowly, Guardian adjusted to a new life. He still visited the cemetery with Ethan, but now he left knowing he had somewhere warm to return to. The boy and the dog healed together, two grieving souls who filled each other's emptiness. Years later, Ethan would say that Guardian taught him the truest form of love, loyalty that transcends even death. And Guardian, the dog who once slept beside a grave, found a new reason to stay awake, protecting the boy who saved him.